Japan's Astrological podcast for the week of August 10th, 2024 by Ambrosius Holloway. This week, the cosmic alignments draw us into a profound exploration of relationships, societal dynamics, and the shifting currents of power and transformation. Sun in Cancer, 8th house, the ties that bind and transform. In the mystical embrace of the 8th house, where shadows dance with light, the Sun in Cancer casts its nurturing glow upon the themes of shared resources and transformative bonds. This alignment speaks to the deep emotional ties that connect us to others, transcending mere material exchanges to touch the very soul of our relationships. Here, history whispers through the ages, reminding us of the ancient kinship rituals and communal bonds that have sustained human societies for millennia. The Sun's passage through Cancer in this house stirs the waters of our collective memory, urging us to honor the sacred connections that bind us, whether through shared finances, intimate partnerships. Moon in Leo, 9th house, the pulse of collective belief. As the moon graces the 9th house, her silver light illuminates the vast realms of higher education, philosophy, and international relations. In Leo, she roars with the pride and passion of collective belief, shaping and reshaping the culture that binds societies together. This week, we find ourselves negotiating the intricate dance of group culture, where public sentiment swells like the tide, driven by the powerful undercurrents of shared ideals and cultural narrative. The moon's presence here evokes the image of ancient councils gathered beneath the stars, where the fate of nations was sealed by the eloquence of orators and the consensus of the people. It is a time to reflect on the role of collective wisdom in shaping our future, and to engage actively in the cultural dialogues that define our place in the world. Mercury in Virgo, 10th house, the precision of public discourse. Mercury, the winged messenger, alights in Virgo within the commanding 10th house, where the matters of governance and public image take center stage. Here, the art of communication becomes a strategic endeavor, demanding clarity, precision, and meticulous attention to detail. In the grand halls of history, where decisions of great import have been made, Mercury's influence reminds us of the power of words to shape public perception and to guide the course of nations. This is a moment for thoughtful discourse, where every syllable carries weight and where communication channels must be honed to perfection. The echoes of ancient scribes and orators resonate through this alignment, urging us to speak with purpose and to craft our messages with the skill of a master artisan. Venus in Gemini, 8th house, the dance of social perception. Venus, ever the enchantress, twirls through the 8th house in the dualistic sign of Gemini, casting her spell over the realms of shared resources and social attitudes. This alignment draws our attention to the delicate balance of partnerships, where the flow of resources and the exchange of ideas shape the collective perception of value and worth. Like a courtly dance from a bygone era, where every gesture and glance carried meaning, Venus in Gemini invites us to navigate the intricate social dynamics that influence our beliefs and attribution. It is a time to consider how our shared ventures, whether financial or emotional, reflect and reinforce the social fabric that binds us together. Mars and Uranus in Taurus, 7th house, Uranus retrograde, the tension of cooperation. In the 7th house, where alliances are forged and tested, Mars strides boldly alongside Uranus, the harbinger of change, now in retrograde. Taurus, the steadfast bull, grounds this dynamic duo, yet the tension is palpable. This celestial combination evokes the image of a blacksmith's forge, where the heat of conflict and the hammer of determination shape the metal of cooperation into something enduring. The presence of Mars and Uranus here signals a period of dynamic shifts in our partnerships, where conformity and performance are tested against the forces of innovation and rebellion. It is a time to reassess the terms of our cooperation, to confront the challenges head-on, and to emerge stronger, like tempered steel, from the crucible of conflict. Jupiter in Aries, 5th house, the generosity of creative spirit. Jupiter, the great benefactor, takes his seat in the 5th house, a realm of creativity, youth, and the exuberance of life. In Aries, his fiery enthusiasm ignites a spirit of generosity and expansion, where helping behavior becomes the natural expression of a heart ablaze with passion. This alignment calls to mind the grand patrons of the arts and the legendary figures who have nurtured the creative spirit throughout history. It is a time to embrace the joy of giving, to foster the growth of creative endeavors, and to celebrate the boundless potential that lies within each act of kindness. Jupiter in Aries reminds us that true greatness is found in the willingness to uplift others, to share our talents freely, and to inspire the next generation to reach for the stars. Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, fourth house, both retrograde, the inner struggle for harmony. In the quiet sanctum of the fourth house, where the hearth and home reside, Saturn and Neptune dance a slow, introspective waltz, both in retrograde. This alignment speaks to the internal conflicts and resolutions that shape our domestic lives, where the weight of tradition meets the fluidity of dreams. The retrograde motion of these two titans suggests a period of deep reflection, where the structures of our home life are examined, reimagined, and if necessary, reformed. It is a time to confront the ghosts of the past, to heal old wounds, and to build a foundation that can withstand the storms of life. The echoes of ancient builders who constructed sanctuaries of stone and spirit resonate through this alignment, reminding us that the true strength of a home lies in the resilience of those who dwell within. Pluto in Capricorn, second house, retrograde, the transformation of power. Pluto, the lord of the underworld, resides in the second house of material wealth and resources, his retrograde motion signaling a profound transformation in the nature of social power. In Capricorn, the sign of authority and discipline, Pluto's influence is felt in the corridors of power, where economic policies and national resources are shaped and reshaped by forces beyond our control. This alignment conjures images of ancient empires rising and falling, their fortunes tied to the whims of fate and the tides of history. It is a time to consider the broader implications of our economic decisions, to recognize the impermanence of wealth, and to understand that true power lies not in accumulation, but in the ability to adapt. Pluto in Capricorn challenges us to confront the shadows of our ambitions, to release what no longer serves us, and to embrace the inevitable cycles of change that define the human experience. North Node in Aries, fifth house, the pulse of social change. This week, the North Node, that celestial harbinger of destiny, positions itself in Aries within the vibrant fifth house, a realm where creativity and playfulness reign supreme. The North Node's placement here is far more than just a mere cosmic alignment. It is a powerful call to embrace growth through the lenses of creative expression and recreation. In the fifth house, where the fires of imagination burn brightest, the emphasis is on how cultural and recreational initiatives can serve as profound tools in addressing and correcting social inequalities. This is the crucible where art and activism fuse, sparking movements that echo through history. Japan, a confluence of tradition and innovation. For Japan, a nation where the old and the new are in constant dialogue, this astrological influence is particularly potent. The country's focus on domestic policies, international relations, and creative initiatives aligns seamlessly with the North Node's mission in the fifth house. As Japan continues to lead in technological advancements and economic growth, the North Node's guidance encourages the nation to channel its creative energies into fostering social welfare and imagine the rich cultural heritage of Japan, its festivals, arts, and communal traditions, now being harnessed not just for celebration, but as a force for social transformation. The North Node calls upon Japan to innovate not only in technology, but in the very fabric of its society. Financial reassessment, a necessary evolution. The spotlight also turns to the eighth house, urging a thorough reassessment of financial strategies and partnerships. This house, steeped in the complexities of shared resources and deep interpersonal bonds, becomes the arena where Japan must evaluate its economic policies. The call is clear: revisit financial alliances, scrutinize them through the lens of sustainability, and ensure they align with long-term growth. This theme is echoed by Pluto's retrograde passage through the second house, which intensifies the need for introspection and reevaluation. Here lies the wisdom of the past, beckoning Japan to learn from its previous financial decisions and to chart a path forward that is both resilient and adaptive. Mercury in Virgo, 10th house, the art of strategic communication. In the 10th house, where matters of governance and public image take center stage, Mercury's presence in Virgo sharpens the focus on strategic planning and communication. This alignment is a nod to the meticulous nature of Japan's historical leaders, whose careful strategies laid the groundwork for the nation's enduring stability. Today, as Japan navigates a rapidly evolving global landscape, the clarity and precision of its public communication are paramount. Mercury in Virgo in the 10th house calls for a masterclass in effective discourse, where every word is weighed and every message crafted with the utmost care. The future of the nation, much like its past, depends on the ability to communicate a clear, cohesive vision. Mars and Uranus in Taurus, 7th house, Uranus retrograde, the tension of alliances. Mars and Uranus, both stationed in the 7th house of partnerships, bring a dynamic, even volatile energy to the table. With Uranus in retrograde, this alignment suggests that Japan may find its current alliances tested. It is a moment for reassessment, for renegotiating terms, or perhaps forging new partnerships that better align with the present global context. The image of the samurai, poised and strategic, comes to mind, ready to adapt to the unpredictable tides of war. Japan, in this astrological climate, must embody that same adaptability, crafting alliances that are as flexible as they are strong. Jupiter in Aries, 5th house, expanding creative horizons. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and benevolence, joins the North Node in the 5th house, amplifying the potential for growth in creative projects and technological innovations. This celestial influence is a clarion call for Japan to invest in the future, particularly in youth-oriented activities and entertainment industries. Picture the flourishing artistic renaissance of Japan's Edo period. Jupiter's presence here suggests a similar cultural and technological blossoming is on the horizon. This is a time for Japan to harness its creative energies, to foster projects that not only entertain, but also uplift and inspire, contributing to a broader social transformation. Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, 4th house, both retrograde, restructuring the home front. As Saturn and Neptune retrograde through the 4th house, the emphasis shifts to the foundational aspects of domestic life. This alignment highlights the need for deep introspection and restructuring within Japan's health and domestic policies. Saturn's disciplined energy, combined with Neptune's dreamlike introspection, suggests that stability at home requires a careful blend of tradition and innovation. The retrograde motion encourages Japan to revisit its past approaches, learn from them, and create a more resilient and compassionate framework for the future. Moon in Leo, 9th house, shaping public sentiment through global awareness. The moon's journey through the 9th house sheds light on the profound influence of international events and educational reforms on public sentiment. For Japan, a nation deeply engaged on the global stage, this alignment underscores the importance of remaining attuned to the shifts and changes occurring beyond its borders. The 9th house evokes the image of ancient scholars, whose pursuit of knowledge transcended national boundaries and shaped the course of civilizations. Today, Japan is called to embrace this global perspective, using it to inform and inspire its domestic and international policies. Mars and Uranus in the 7th house, continued, navigating the shifts in partnership. As Mars and Uranus continue to exert their influence in the 7th house, the potential for disruption in partnerships remains a key theme. This dynamic energy requires Japan to be proactive in managing these relationships, crafting strategies that can turn potential conflicts into opportunities for growth. The ongoing need for adaptability and strategic foresight in diplomatic relations is underscored by this alignment, reminding Japan that the path to stability is often forged in the fires of challenge. Crafting the future, a holistic approach. Throughout this astrological narrative, The themes of revisiting past decisions, meticulous planning, and investing in cultural growth are woven into the fabric of Japan's present and future. These principles, guided by the celestial alignments, offer a roadmap for holistic growth, a path that honors Japan's rich heritage while embracing the limitless possibilities of the future. By aligning with these cosmic influences, Japan can develop strategies that are not only effective, but also deeply inspired, ensuring that the nation's journey forward is marked by creativity, unity. This is a moment for Japan to shine on the world stage, guided by the stars and fueled by the enduring spirit of its people.